Hello everybody, welcome back to Clues by Sam. It's almost Friday and we have a tricky one today. Yesterday was a medium, right? If I remember correctly. If you don't know what Clues by Sam is, you're new here. I play this game almost every day. It is a daily puzzle that grows in difficulty along the week. So today we have this difficulty tricky and you have to find out who is a criminal and who is an innocent among these 20 people that we see here, and they help us by giving us clues. The criminals don't mind. The criminals don't lie either. You can play for free by clicking the link in the description, and if you get stuck, then maybe I can help you by explaining the logic. Let's solve today's. We start with Xavi telling us that Frank is one of Gary's 3 innocent neighbors. Okay, Frank and Gary here. Frank is an innocent. Gary has 8 people neighboring him total. And he has 3 total innocent neighbors. So 8 minus 3, we have 5 criminal neighbors for Gary here. Frank gives us a clue as well. Both innocents in column A are connected. Frank himself, who is an innocent, is in column A. So one of the 2 people connected to him are gonna have to be the second innocent and the last one in that column. So the people not connected to Frank here, Penny and Uma, are both criminals. And we tag Kumar and Alice, who are connected to Frank, with the same color to indicate that they are one a criminal and the other one an innocent. So opposites here. And because of the tags, we don't need Frank's clue anymore, because everybody in column A is tagged or reviewed. Penny says then that there's an odd number of innocents above Wanda, who has 4 people above her, so an odd number of those 4 have to be innocents. That means either one of them or 3. Could we have 3 people who are innocents above Wanda? We couldn't. And why is that? Because 2 of them at least would end up neighboring Gary. And we see that Gary here already has 2 innocents neighboring him in column A. But Xavi said that Gary has 3 innocents total. So if there's 2 innocents neighboring Gary here in column C above Wanda, that ends up giving Gary too many innocents. So we know there's only 1 innocent above Wanda. That's the other possibility of odd numbers. But we still don't know who the innocent is. Now, Uma says that only 1 person in a corner has an innocent directly below them. Now, we have 4 people in a corner. We have Alice, Ethan, Uma, and Xavi. And 2 of those people, Uma and Xavi here, don't have anybody below them. So the other 2 have to have at least, or only one of them has to have 1 innocent directly below them. And we already know who that is. It's Alice, who has Frank as an innocent below her. So that means that Ethan has a criminal below him. And we don't need Uma's clue anymore. Jane says there are no innocents above Oscar. So where's Oscar here? We double click the clue to see Oscar. And he has 2 people above him, Ethan and Jane. None of them are innocent, so Ethan now is a criminal. And he says that 2 of the 7 criminals neighboring Habiba are below Ben. So Habiba has 8 neighbors as well, just like Gary, but 7 of them are gonna be criminals, which means only 1 innocent, right? But 2 of those 7 are gonna be below Ben, which means either Gary or Logan. Oh, 2. So both Gary and Logan, who neighbor Habiba and are below Ben, have to be criminals, right? Yes, that makes sense. It's always interesting reading those clues, but we also get the total for Habiba, so we leave that there to remind us of that. Now, Gary says there's only 1 innocent to the left of Oscar. Again, Oscar, but this time there's 3 people to his left and 1 of them has to be an innocent. So that means either Kumar or Nala. We can tag them as opposites as well. And because of that, we dismiss Gary. But it doesn't mean that now Gary has 3 innocents, because at most there could be 2 here and at minimum 1. Logan, yeah. Logan says that an odd number of innocents in column C neighbor Gary. So again, we know there's only 1 innocent above Wanda. 3 of the people above Wanda neighbor Gary. If one of them has to be an innocent, first of all, that means that Ben is not an innocent, because Gary's 3rd innocent neighbor is gonna be here above Wanda. It could be Habiba and then Coomer is an innocent as well. But it could be Nala and then Alice is an innocent. We still don't know. What we do know is that Susan is definitely not an innocent above Wanda because she doesn't neighbor Gary. Now, we also know that Ben is not an innocent because the 3rd innocent for Gary is going to be in column C. So Ben is not in column C. And Ben, Susan says, wants to see a magic trick. We've seen this clue before and there was no magic trick except for them stealing a clue or something. So I'm interested to see if there is going to be an actual magic trick here. Column A is the only column with 2 innocents, says Ben. So there isn't going to be a second innocent in column C besides the one that goes above Wanda. So that makes Wanda a criminal. And she says that only one... No, there's exactly one innocent above her who is neighboring Ben. Ben is up here, the first person in column B, and he is gonna share one innocent with Gary, who is either gonna be Daniel or Habiba, the 2 people that neighbor Ben in column C. And that makes us sure that Nala is not the innocent above Wanda. So she becomes a criminal, which makes Coomer an innocent and Alice a criminal because they were all pairs of opposites in a chain. Coomer says then that there are more criminals in column B than column C. Criminals. We have a total 4 criminals in column C because there's 3 revealed and we're gonna have 1 more here in this pair. So there has to be 5 people in column B who are criminals, and that means everybody. Now, Rose says that only one innocent in row 1 has a criminal directly below them. So we're talking about row 1. One innocent has to have a criminal below them. And so far we don't have any innocents in row 1. So we have to have 1, and there's only Daniel left. And he's gonna have a criminal below him because the person below him is an opposite to him. Well, now. Oh, we knew that Habiba had 7 criminal neighbors because of Ethan, so now her single innocent neighbor is Daniel, which makes Oscar a criminal. And since we know that no other column than column A is gonna have a second innocent, that makes Tina a criminal, and we are done this puzzle. What was the trick? What was the trick? Close. What's wrong? Don't you trust us? Where's the trick? So our next trick would be a vanishing trick. Does that mean that when I finish the puzzle, they vanish because the results pop on top of them? A puzzle within a puzzle. Or maybe there's another flavor text that I didn't read there. This was really quick. Appropriate amount of perfect solves, I think. It wasn't really that hard, but I had my fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know how it went for you. If you wanna post your results, share your results, you can join the Discord server that's linked in the description, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Clues by Sam. Bye bye.